Well, in this season, as we would know it, there is a crisis that's going on in the world, and the crisis was provoked by something called the coronavirus, and the coronavirus is something that's sweeping through many people's homes, and I think now we're up to. I haven't watched the news on purpose. I'm about to leave. I haven't watched the news on purpose, but we're up to at least I would say 20,000 deaths. And I know that when I did watch the news last week, we were up to about 16 million people filing for unemployment. So, needless to say, it's definitely taking a toll. Come lock the door. Come lock the door. That's the cool thing from working from home. I apologize, guys, but I'm on my way out to an appointment. See, life just can't stop. And that's a great segue for today, because life can truly not stop just. So people say, why Sankey? Why now? So many reasons for me that I would literally be on talking to you guys for about 4 hours. But to condense it in less than 15 minutes, why Sankey? Why now? Sankey came into my life at a time when I didn't want it, but I had a need. I had a need to be understood. I had a need to feel valued. I had a need to feel respected. I had a need to be loved. I had a need for my gift to be. Please head to Weston. I had a need for my gift to be appreciated. I had a need to be in a place where all of my gifts and talents would be utilized in the fashion that it was created by God, and not my gifts be prostituted. So I had many needs from a medical perspective, because that was all mental needs. So it has definitely met my mental health needs, because components to someone, the way your brain processes things, and the way your brain releases the proper stresses. You got to release those things, because so many of us are stressed, and so many of us have high blood pressure and diabetes and heart disease and all kind of things. So then you wonder, how is it that people over in Asia look like they're 55, but you find out they're 95? How are they living in some cases to be 115, 120 years old, right? And so there are secrets that are out there. And when I tapped into this and found out the secret that could reverse, recover, and restore my health, dealing with mental health, I was clinically depressed after going through a battle with breast cancer for 20 months. Okay. And then it trying to creep back up and raise its ugly head. But thank God it was just a form of a tumor that was benign. And matter of fact, that's where I'm headed to now, just for my final follow-up appointment, to make sure all is well, because I know that it is, but I walk in great expectation. And so, when I started the products a couple of months ago, starting those products, I never would have imagined, and I mean seriously starting them, seriously taking them, because I had been on them off and on for a couple of years, where I would take it one day out of the week and that's it. But really getting committed back in August, taking it every single day, then that tumor that I spoke of, it shrunk all the way until it was gone. Okay. And it was a 7.2 centimeter tumor in the left side of my breast. So I knew that all of the testimonies that I've been hearing over the last, I would say 7-8 years, from the time that Mr. Jose Avita, which is the director and CEO of North American Caribbean market, I knew that those testimonies had much validity to them. But just like you hear things about reversing, recovering, restoring, sometimes it goes in one ear and out the other, because companies are known to offer phenomenal products that give instant gratification, but those products only work for a week or sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes a month. But then after that, the fizzle is gone. I mean, it's out. And so I was excited that not only did the Sankey product system that has instant gratification that works at a cellular level that started giving me results in less than 20 minutes and a body scanner that proves it, that is operated by medical advisors, people that have the credentials to use those body scanners here in health and wellness. When it started to show that the placation, the glycation and the plaque buildup and the capillaries, all those things were moving that they should be moving. When I started to control my sugar levels to eventually get off of insulin, diabetes completely gone. When I saw the fact that the product system here with Sankey Global controlled that high blood pressure. Now I'm no longer on high blood pressure medicine, no longer on anything for depression. Okay. All of those things are significant. I've lost a tremendous amount of weight because of cancer. But there's something that happens when you're going through cancer that affects your bone density. And osteoporosis, all kind of things begin to set in. I'm fairly still young with 9 amazing children, but there was a certain part of my body that would continue to hold that water. There was a certain part of my body that when I overeat, because of whether it be comfort food or whatever the case, holidays, I would pick up weight in my arms, I would pick up weight in my face and my neck. And so I'm excited that not only the product system has allowed me to shave off those unwanted pounds, but to keep it off, but that water weight is a booger. I don't know about you women and even men that's on the line, but once you get 40 plus, and now I'm not a day over 30, but once you get 40 plus, there is something that happens to you. It's called life. And you begin to retain water weight. You begin to retain anxiety. You begin to retain certain toxins and diseases in your body. And it's very difficult to release it until Sankey Global came on the scene. So for me, those testimonies are life-changing. For my husband to lose and maintain 47 pounds, that is phenomenal. For my son that's 9 years old to make his first 100 in school that he'd been failing and being passed along really as a favor to us, okay? But this was the year in his 3rd grade that we said, no more passing along. You're going to have to do the work, young man. And, we didn't want to accept that he was dealing with attention deficit disorder. It's just something that no parent wants to accept, but he was. And being on the product system, it reversed, it recovered, and it restored that area of memory loss. Because attention deficit also has something, it parallels with early signs of dementia. And a lot of people don't want to deal with that either, especially with their children. But it's repairing and it's restoring, and it has reversed those things. So he is now passing all of his subjects. And that is another life changing for him as a 9-year-old, because we just shifted his paradigm to give him an opportunity in life. Okay. Our products have been featured in the MD journals. Our products have been featured on television shows, radio shows. We are global opportunity. We have been endorsed and validated by persons that are in the Olympics. I'm talking about NFL, NBA players. I could go on and on and on. Over 7,000 doctors. We have been around for over 10 years. We have definitely been vetted. But 40 years we took out to prepare this product system in Sankey Global. Anytime we make a decision at the corporate level, and by the way, I'm the Chief Sales Marketing Officer for Sankey Global. Let me rephrase that. A proud Chief Sales Marketing Officer for Sankey Global. But we take every decision personal. Before we shift, lift, or gift in any area of Sankey Global, we make sure we keep in mind that we want to be around at least 100 years. We are creating a minimum of 100-year legacy so that you can experience a living legacy, which is a great segue for the ways to get paid. So there is thousands of testimonies that come in every single day. People scheduled to have a foot cut off, a leg cut off, people that need to lose 30 pounds in 30 days, people that just got diagnosed with heart disease, persons that have erectile dysfunction, persons that are on high blood pressure medicine, lupus, thyroid, persons that deal with constipation. They don't use the restroom as they have a bowel movement for almost a week, sometimes 2 weeks. You're supposed to eliminate every time you eat, guys. But I could go on and on and on. And all of those issues have been reversed because our product system works 100% of the time with 100% of the people. That is absolutely amazing. So guys, let me tell you something. I am going to go ahead and knock out because I was going to have King Tim Trahan jump on and do the call because I'm on the highway and I always want to deliver a professional call with a spirit of excellence. But I'm going to go ahead and knock it out. So guys, we have 12 ways of pay. 12 ways of pay. But today, I'm going to talk to you about a few ways of pay that would be prudent for what you have going on as in right now. Because a lot of us don't have time or even the interest to listen to the money that we could potentially make in a week from now, the money that we could potentially make in a month from now, the money that we could potentially make on a 90-day run, because some of us don't have 9 days left in us, okay? Some of us don't have 90 minutes left in us. We need a right now solution. We need to tap into something that is easy, that is extremely simplistic to explain to the common man, and in so many ways, something that we can even have fun while we're disseminating this information. And that's what it simply is. While you share the good news of Sankey as in the life-changing testimonies, as the fact that we have a product system that will safeguard you from viruses, cancer. I can go on and on because cancer and virus, that's alkaline. So when you start sharing those testimonies, do you think if you got on Facebook right now or Instagram and told people that you had something to safeguard them from viruses, that you wouldn't get at least 3 people to respond? Of course you would. And if I were you, I'd be exposing that to them right now. I'm not you, but if I was you, I would be exposing that to people right now, that 3 people get into your business opportunity as in customers. If you just get 3 customers, but get people joining you to be a journey pioneer, which is a distributor, forget that for right now. Let's just talk about right now money when 3 people say yes because you just exposed them to something. So expose, how do I expose it? You copy and you paste the link that invites them to a Lifestyle Connect. You copy and you paste a video with Dr. Adeas. You copy and paste information and inspiration about the 4 products in our product system with Sankey Global. You copy and paste testimonials from these real people with real solutions and real results. 3 people, you got $100. You got $100 when you get 3 people to say yes today. You get 6 people to do it, that's $200. 9, $300. 12, $400. 15, $500. I don't know how simple we can be. You're talking about expose, copy, paste, profit. And that's just from the online perspective. You know, you can get in a lot of cases about 40% profit margin. In many cases, if you tap into the rising star, well, what is a rising star, Coach Helen? That's when you get those 3 customers that we're talking about to say yes to maybe a blodge and an inner 7 that's going to keep that coronavirus from attacking their body. And in some cases, there's been testimonies where people have been diagnosed with the coronavirus and they got on the blodge and the inner 7 and the coronavirus was gone in 3 to 5 days. You don't hear me. You don't hear me. So when you get someone that says, you know what, I'm in as customers, and then you get two people that's just as sharp as you, that's just as excited about you, that says, I'm going to lock arms with you, one on the left and one on the right. So now you build a rising star. And in many cases, when you get 3 customers and 2 journey partners, which is your rising star, you will get upward to $1,300 additional dollars. That's another bonus that we have. So guys, you've got, those are just 2 powerful ways. I could go on and on and on, but I think I'm going to stop right there because I just showed you how to make $3,000 today. Today, if you really need it. And you just lock arms with someone else that has just as much passion, someone like me, and go ahead and do your own Zoom call. Do your Facebook Live. Jump on Instagram for 10 minutes and talk to people about the testimonies and just those 2 ways of pay that they can start making money right now. We pay daily, we pay weekly. Guys, we even give you a car. You journey free with Sankey, and you can also ride free with Sankey. And why do I say journey free with Sankey? Because 9 times out of 9, people that will join today on one of our powerful packs, whether it's from $1,000 all the way down to $159, people that join today, you're going to get your money back within 30 minutes when you send your first text blast out. So it just became free. And oh, by the way, when you get your 3 customers, you got free auto ship. You don't ever have to pay another auto ship again. You're right, 3, and it's absolutely free. Did you hear what I said? 3, and it's absolutely free. Guys, I don't know how much gooder and gooder it can be. And some of you are like, what did she just say? That's not correct English. Well, I'd rather say I is rich than I am broke. Okay? I'd rather say that and mean that any day of the week. This is a rich culture. This is a rich product system. This is a rich compensation plan. Guys, people's lives are changing with the spirit of excellence. And so the question you have to ask yourself, do you need to make money slow? Do you need to make money fast? I would think that it's the latter. And so if you need to make money fast, as I know you do, then you would be inviting people, at least 5 people, to the next opportunity call, which is Lifestyle Connect. And that's at 9 o'clock tonight, Eastern. And I'm so excited that I am the person that's going to be hosting tonight's call. And so get your family members on, get your colleagues on, get your friends on, get your frenemies on, 8 to 80, cripple or crazy, it doesn't matter. Get all of them on, because one thing that is certain in today's world crisis that's happening around you, because it doesn't have to happen on the inside of you. You have complete control and the autonomy to make certain decisions that you protect yourself mentally, you protect yourself emotionally, spiritually, and also physically. But by now, you should be in a place that, you know what, it's time to take my life back. It is time to take my family back. It is time to take my fitness back. It is time to take my finances back. It is time to take my freedom back. It is time to take my faith back. I believe in me is what you should be saying to yourself. And because you believe in you and you have an amazing support system around you, starting with myself, starting with our incredible National Sales Director, Mr. Corey Williams, starting with people like our incredible sales manager, Miss Fabi Hernandez, our COO, CEO, he wears so many hats, I can't keep up with him, Mr. Jose Avita, and the list goes on and on. People that truly want to see you win in this season. So the question now becomes, again, do you want it now? Do you want it later? Or do you never want it? Only you can answer that question. And if you want it right now, I want to encourage you to get back with the person that invited you to this call. If the person that invited you is yourself, then you need to have a conversation with yourself right now. And you need to have a conversation that is transparent. And you need to put a blueprint together of how you're going to get out of this hole this week, because you can. By 12 o'clock Friday this week, you could change your whole paradigm, your stars and your moons, by just making a decision to connect on today's Lifestyle Connect. By just your answer being yes. Figure the rest out later. But the first thing is yes. You've got to be able to say yes to yourself so that you can say yes to your family. So make that decision today. It's either yes or no. There's no in between. And so I want to encourage you to make the right decision. I want to encourage you not to get left behind. We are offering you the most incredible, life-changing opportunity in Sankey Global. And I pray that you decide to journey with us at some capacity, whether it's a VIP customer or whether it's a journey pioneer, which is also known as a distributor. I'm sure it'll be one of the two, because number 3, which is letter C, which represents can't, that shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. So number 3 is not even an option. So it's either one or two. Get back with the person that loved you enough to invite you on today's Lifestyle Connect. I love each and every one of you, but remember, God loves you best. Good day.